EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Santa Clara. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. He's inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and man, boy, did they ever.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Purdy now on second down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And they'll take this down inside the
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's a run with Hunt. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Back to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Marquise Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He connects with Gray on that one.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Gets this one into the hands of Jauan Jennings. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Now to the rookie out of Louisville, it's Isaac Guerendo. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's taken in by Jennings. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Purdy now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The pistol, it's Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. The Niners have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's down on the other side of midfield, Markham at the 48-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
He's into space past the 25, and he's going to be brought down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it as well as you can ask.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Purdy. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. first and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third and goal. It's Purdy. That is caught side of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They face second down and 7. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security.
He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a... runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A gain there of 11. First down, KC.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's to the right side and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, Mahomes. To the left side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. 3rd and a yard. That's going to be caught by Gray. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He is in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Purdy going to give this to Garendo. Oh, a loose football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket. It ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
Second and 7. A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now a carry for Hunt. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's Pacheco to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Third and goal. Mahomes. Good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. A first down throw for Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Purdy now on second down. That is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action here. Mahomes. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. So, no. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And in motion is Brown. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head? And
oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. On the handoff, it's Guerendo. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. One more time, it's Guerendo. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go again with Guerendo. He's inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Chiefs first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down. Gray is the motion man here. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Noah Gray. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer.
Chiefs 35. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, here's Guerendo. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down. Here comes Guerendo. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops their opponents did. That is the difference in this one.